Yo, TechRot Encore is out, and a lot of these guys that used to use stat sticks are pretty darn good now. Atlas being one of my favorite Warframes, he's the first Warframe that I wanted to check out with all these new changes and see what's going on. I think he's a big winner. His Landslide Fist being able to use Blood Rush on top of the scaling damage from his Augment mod, on top of the Galvanized mods, all make for a really, really good time. So I'm going to show it off here in the Simulacrum. It's going to be a little jank because it's a scaling build. I have to scale my combo count. I have to scale my galvanized mods. I have to scale my rubble to really show you all the damage. So I'm going to have to kill the guys, go back, and refresh it a couple of times. But trust me, it is awesome. So let's go over here, get my energy. And the damage is impressive even off rip. Like, look at that. And Atlas truly takes off when we hit 1400 rubble. So let's get our rubble meter up here. Yeah. It is insane. We should be hitting for in the mills on this next one. Yeah, I saw 1.2 mil there, 1.2. Absolutely insane. So we'll do one more just for good measure before we go talk about the build. 1.8. Yeah, there's a lot of good mills in there if you're watching the numbers. And we're going to prime with statuses from our companions for even more damage. Alright, so now I want to show you the Atlas build itself. We'll talk about the mods I got on him first, and then we'll talk about his fist and what new stuff is going on there. So let's hop into the upgrade screen, and this is what we got going on. I'll talk about each stat one by one here. So duration, we're just flat even here almost at 105. You don't need a lot of duration. The only thing that really wants duration in your kit is your 3, your Petrify for turning enemies into stone. And what you'll be doing is you'll be spamming your 3 and freezing guys and then one-shotting them with your fist. So you don't need them frozen for a long time. As long as you're at neutral duration here, it's very nice, and that's exactly what I have. As for our efficiency goes, we're at 125. We're running Fleeting and Streamline because we have a Blind Rage on, and that tanks your efficiency, so we need to get it back up. You are spamming quite a bit, but I'll talk about his augment soon. It does help with our ability spam. You're probably wondering, why are we at 125 if we're spamming abilities a lot? That's where the augment comes in. So not much to talk about there. Range. You just want stretch or maybe auger reach. It's up to you if you want to save mod capacity. This is a zero forma build to begin with, so not much to say there. If you didn't know, his fist, when you hit your target, there's an AoE around it, so you can take out packs of enemies, if they're all lumped up. It's pretty nice. It also helps select quality of life for your Petrify. You'll hit and freeze more guys. That's your bread and butter on Atlas. You'll be hitting 3, you'll be hitting 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Freeze the guys, take out a pack. That's the gameplay loop on Atlas. And then the big kahuna, our strength. That's our big one here. We have Blind Rage on, 90% strength with Power Drift. So lots of strength for our damage. And also, you don't need that much. You don't need to go to like 300%. You see people tank everything just to hit that 300. You don't need it. You don't need to hit 300. All your scaling damage comes from your rubble meter and your augment, and the arcane you're running, galvanized mods, the combo meter on your fist itself. You don't need to hit 300 strength. You don't need to sack every stat in the book to do that. Alright, so now his augment mods. One's important and one I just like because it's quality of life. Rubble Heap. You need to run this. This is the must-have. When you're above 1400, your fists do double damage. And they cost no energy. So, like I said, you're spamming 1 and 3 a lot. Well, now your 1 costs no energy. That's amazing. And it does double the damage on top of that. So, it's very good. So, that's why we have Rubble Heap here. It's kind of his bread and butter. It's what makes Atlas Atlas here. And, yeah, must use. Gotta use this augment. It's core in the build. As for a second one, War Gaze, it's just more loot. And the enemies get scanned. I really enjoy Atlas, and I play Atlas a lot. So, like, if it's update day on a big update and there's new enemies, I like running Atlas. I'll scan them and get the free scans, and they'll go in my codex. This is purely a flex slot. I mean, you could run whatever here. You could run Augur Reach. You could run more strength. You could run more duration if you want to freeze guys longer. You could run a survivability mod. It's whatever. We already have adaption in here, so you don't really need much more. And another thing on Atlas is he's immune while he's in his 1. So that your 1 kind of is survivability without being like a survivability ability, like a Mesmer skin or a Gara Shattered Shield or whatever. So yeah, that is the build. That's all my mods. As for the arcanes, you want something to help with spamming your abilities. I have Arcane Battery in there. Atlas has lots and lots of armor, so he will get lots and lots of energy in his energy pool. I have Arcane Energize here on 2. You probably only need 1 of these. I'll be honest. I have 2 here because I always like my energy to be like full, even though like it doesn't have to be. That's what we got going on here. I mean, these are just flex slots. You could run whatever. What's the one that comes from Deimos, where if you use an ability, there's a chance for your next 3 casts to be free. That's a good one if you want to run it. Yeah. But that's all I have to say there on the Arcanes. Arcane Steadfast, there it is. 5% chance next 3 abilities will not cost energy. Run something to help with your energy usage. Whether it's battery, whether it's Steadfast mod, whether you own an Energize, alright? One of those 3. And then you have a flex slot for whatever. Where you want Molt Augmented for more strength. You want Arcane Avenger for higher crits. It's the world is your oyster. Alright? You're probably wondering, what about Subsumes? Because his wall's useless. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Run Nourish, run Roar, run Wrathful Advance from Kalervo, run Lycus Hunt from Varuna. World's your oyster here as well. Run what's comfy. You have good stats. You could put literally whatever here. Run Ophanamize from Jade for armor strip and slowing. He doesn't, like, he's fine, base kit. You don't need to go run to the helm and slap something on this bad boy. He is just fine. He is, working hard all by himself. He doesn't need no help. On to his fists. All right. Let's talk about the Atlas fists here. Bam. All right. Condition overload. I'm going to be priming enemies with my my drone, my sentinel. So they're going to have lots of statuses on them. Gladiator Might, more crit damage, more crit chance. Organ Shatter, more crit damage. Heavy Trauma is good. Impact. Very good. All right. More impact damage. His fists mainly do impact. You want to buff that. More damage. Very nice. All right. Galvanized Steel. I mean, a lot of these mods just speak for themselves. It's just more crit chance, more crit damage. Obviously, if you don't own all like the upgraded versions of these mods, run a normal Heavy Trauma, run Normalized Steel, run Normalized Elementalist. We're getting these fat heat procs here, so that's going to do a lot of damage, our heat procs. We got melee exposure here, so we're getting corrosive damage. So now we got corrosive heat damage going crazy here. Yeah. It's a very, very simple build. I got 2 forma on this bad boy. If you run like the normal versions of each mod, it's probably only like 1 forma. That's what we got going on. You can do like a pure electric build and run influence for a lot of AoE, but I feel like he just doesn't need it because you're just spamming and dashing everywhere to begin with. It's like, I feel like it's just kind of pointless to run the influence version of this build. I don't know. Both work fine. It's so much damage where you could probably do whatever. This is what I prefer. This is what I've kind of always preferred. It's just as much raw damage as possible with like heat or toxin on my Atlas, even when we ran stat sticks. So yeah, that's what I have going on the fist build. Not much to say there. And as for like the last puzzle piece to fit in and link us up here, where is he at? Death Cube. You can also run this guy for his energy gain. All right, energy generator. Energy orb drops, poops it on your head after 10 kills. I have another video going way more in depth about this build and whatnot. But this is the key right here. Energy generator. He gets assist. He'll poop an orb on your head. Very good. That's the build. Screenshots now. Bam. As for his primer, we got this. We'll be spreading cold procs over the place. When our enemies at max cold procs, they take more crit damage. Very nice because we'll be red critting with our fist and doing lots and lots of damage. That's the build on our Tazikor. You can put this on the Hellstrom. You can put this on the Verglass. Your favorite Sentinel weapon. You know, it's whatever. Bam. So, that's it. Your weapons do not matter. You're using your fist all match. That's the goal. That's the plan. That's the drip. Alright. So now we're hopping into our mission. Probably just going to go do a Skuldra survival. You know, there's some tanky armored enemies to show it off in the steel path. So, see you there. Alright, here we are in a little Skuldra survival in the steel path. We'll get straight to cooking here. Boom. And we're already out of energy. That's why it's very important that we have some sort of energy gain. That's why Death Cube's here. That's why my Energize is here. That's why Arcane Battery's here. Yeah. Kinda... Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. We have energy pads for a reason. Bam. Alright. Now we need to build up this Rebel meter ASAP. So we get free ones. It's very important. And we need to take care of this scrubber as well. Yeah. Yeah. The damage department, there's really not much to say here. Now that we're priming enemies, we're hitting upwards into like 12, and I think I saw a 16 there at one point. It's kind of nutty. 13 right there. We're almost at 1400 rubble. Oh, okay, I just saw a 15 as well. I need to pop these. I wish I could target them with my fist or something. 16 electric proc there. I do have the calendar buffs. I do think it's the extra electric damage on melee hit. But, I mean, it's not really. 31 mil heat proc right there. I mean, what is there to say? Besides, Atlas Fist do a lot of... They did a lot of this damage before if you had, like, a, you know, a good Riven or whatnot on a stat stick. But it's just, this is just so accessible now that, like, anyone can kind of do this and throw it together. The first day you get Atlas. It's kind of crazy. That's why I still have my Sancti Magistar on. Obviously, I don't need this anymore. I can run whatever melee I want. Probably run like the Praetos or something for the parkour velocity. You know, that's always nice. Hopefully we get our Acolyte spawn soon. We'll one-shot that fool unless he like disables my abilities. And even if it's Malice, you know, everyone hates Malice. He puts the bubble over your head, and if you shoot, you basically kill yourself with your own bullets. He puts the mag bubble on your head. Not this guy. Not this guy indeed, because he just punches. That's all he needs to do. Arcane Battery's putting in work here. I think we have like probably 800 or 900 energy at Cat. It's pretty nice. I won't lie. Let's just summon our guys here for fun. I think if you, yeah, if you petrify them, they get like buffed or something. 16 mil, I saw right there. If you have a sharper eye than me, you could probably pay attention to these corrosive and heat procs a little better. Pretty nuts, pretty nuts. We are putting nuts to butts indeed here. I'll let a TechRot, like big guy, spawn on A here, and we'll keep B clear. Shoot the little bubbles. Little bubbles give you some life support back. There we go. Alright. And if you didn't know, Naramon, the combo decay affects exalted weapons. Pro tip. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. They think it only affects the main melee weapon. Oh, there he is. Alright. These guys have attenuation, right? So, I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world, I guess. I'll probably make quick work of this guy. Where's he at? And he dashes and goes immune. You freak. Where are you? Come here and die. Yeah, there you go. One tapped. One shot the Acolyte. Two. Because you had to take down his shields and then punch him again. One shot in my book. Owner, can we... How high can I dash up and punch a balloon? That'd be very funny. To me. Alright. I think that's it. Almost here at the 5-minute mark. We slapped an Acolyte around. We slapped the TechRot guy around. The TechRot Baba Booey. We'll pop this here. Woo. Ooh, you know, if I petrify him, he'd probably take more damage. Alright, well. He got ragdolled. Sir, get off the ground. There we go. I think I am going to leave now, Mr. Amir. That's it. That's Atlas now. He's awesome. I mean, he's been awesome, but he's even easier to make awesome now. Very, like, low investment. And yesterday when I was playing, I was doing this without the arcane. Just pure heat procs. It's insane. I did not have the arcane on that gives you bonus corrosive damage. I just had all my impact mods, my heat mods, and I was cooking like this with no corrosive arcane. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, if I did put a helmet on this guy, it's probably just something for utility or survivability, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even think he needs one. It's just so overkill. On that note, we're out of here. Rock and stone. You're not going home. Bye.